What it do? What it do?
Okay, so this is episode number 4 after a huge hiatus from all our shit, but I don't think
Yes.
anybody other than Royston notices it. So we're back in the game. Bro, the hard part about this is not the podcast itself, because this will go flying, right? We're
Yeah.
good at just talking random shit. The problem is then sitting and just the 1 hour video upload is fine for YouTube. The other ones, bro, the smaller ones. You know, I put like
The shorts. you
yeah,
mean.
so basically every Sunday the podcast goes, but every like other day I'm gonna take pieces of that podcast and then place it into smaller videos so that people can click on those videos, because nobody's gonna click randomly on a 1 hour video for no reason.
Yeah.
So that's why I was thinking of doing that. Then on top of that, doing stories. But dude, just the work that goes into it, no. I realized, like, fuck man, I have great ideas, but I'm kind of lazy to execute. to execute. So this time, after this one, we have to. Anyways, the whole podcast, I just want to talk about One Piece, because bro, it's gone to a different level.
Nah, once
So-
you get hooked, you're hooked, dude. Like,
It
you
is.
can't stop.
Oh man, dude. Okay, so let's start. One Piece. I read 1044, which is the latest.
Ooh.
Yesterday, it came
Oh
out
shit,
yesterday.
I didn't see that one.
Okay, this is after he got the situation,
he
and I'll
awakened.
tell you in detail what the fuck happened. Okay,
Alright.
so this is the scene. It ends with him getting up with the droopy
Yeah.
jelly-like thing off of his head, and we are all speculating it could be Sun Wukong. That'll be his fruit, or it'll be
Joy
some
Boy.
sort of top-level shit. You know, his fruit was never gum fruit. It was never rubber
Yeah.
fruit. Whatever. What does Joy Boy have to do with this? And what is going to happen to Kaido because of this? So basically, it starts with him. Same thing. It
Yeah.
droops off, and he's just kind of there. Okay, and then you can hear his heartbeat. Basically, you can hear like tuk, 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 tuk,
Yeah.
tuk, like that. They've written it down in manga. And Zunisha, the elephant,
The elephant.
loses his shit, and he keeps saying the drums of liberation, which is basically that engine noise that's
Yeah.
inside of his heart. And then Zunisha's like, Joy Boy is back. So then they cut back to Luffy, and Luffy's he's just kind of there. But the entire time, bro, the entire manga, he's just put in silhouette, because they're not showing you what he looks like now.
Oh
The
shit.
entire
okay.
episode, so you can't exactly see him. They still not revealed his look. But
Okay.
even with just silhouette, they did so much. So what happens is, after Kaido beats his ass, Kaido goes down again. You know that's the hole on top of that
Yes.
Onigashima shit, right? He goes down again, and he goes down to where the people are, and he tells them, I fucking killed
Yeah,
you.
that was the
Luffy's
previous
dead.
episode.
Previous episode. Luffy's dead and all that, and everybody's crying and shit. Once he does this, his Conqueror's Haki, like Luffy's Conqueror's Haki, goes crazy. Okay? People inside down, who are all those warriors and Onigashima, what do you call them? The Beast Pirates.
The Beast Pirates.
Yeah, they're all falling like flies one by one.
Okay.
Just plop, 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 plop.
Oh, damn. Okay.
People like Eustace Kid and Law are looking up and they're sweating, dude. Okay, and then all these other guys are looking up and they're sweating. Only Chopper and Nami are crying continuously because they're like, Luffy's alive, Luffy's alive. And Momonosuke, he has the voice of all things.
Yeah.
He can hear Zunisha
Okay.
from there. He can hear Zunisha, and he's translating what Zunisha is saying. And he's talking about Joy Boy and the drums of liberation, and he's saying that, but he himself doesn't know what he's saying. He's like, I don't know what it means, but
Yeah,
this is
he's
what
just
Zunisha
repeating what Zanisha said.
Yeah, he's just saying like, this is what Zunisha is saying, and I can hear this. But that's pretty much it. And then he's the one who reveals to them. He's the one who's confused, because he's like, Luffy died. I felt his power go away. His light went away. He was dead. And everyone else who had observation haki said the same thing, that Luffy died.
Oh, damn.
Okay.
dude.
So they're like, how the fuck did I can feel Luffy again, but it's not Luffy anymore. That's what people are saying. Now the insane part is, Marco is the only person who can feel on that level where he's like, Luffy's alive, don't worry.
Okay.
Okay, Marco's the only one who assures to Nami and Chopper, is like, he looks up, he's still looking at the roof, and he's like, Luffy's alive. Understand this, they're all staring at the roof trying to understand what the hell they're feeling haki wise.
Okay.
People who don't have haki, Nami and all, they can't feel it. But all these other haki people, they can all feel it. Zoro and all, they're staring at the ceiling because they're like, what the hell? King and Queen are defeated at this point. Wait, Zoro passed out at this point, sorry. Zoro's out.
Oh, damn. Who
After
knocked
fighting
him
King.
out?
King.
Oh, shit.
King fought Zoro and Sanji fought Queen.
Oh, damn.
And it's a legendary fight. They both went crazy on it, okay? Both of them won. Queen got destroyed. Queen fell out of Onigashima's flying island.
Damn.
Yeah, Sanji kicked him out, dude. And the King and Zoro's is a dope fight. I don't want to this thing, but basically Zoro's kind of like completely Okay, first time Zoro's been out like that since time skip, dude. Otherwise, Zoro's just been badass the entire
True.
time. Yeah. He's lost once to Mihawk and he said, I'll never lose again, right?
Yeah.
He never lost after that.
No, he did.
To who?
He lost against. Damn it, the robot dude, man. I forgot his name.
The robot?
The. What is.
Yes. Kuma,
Luffy's
Kuma,
dad?
Kuma. He lost
That's
against Kuma. Yeah, Kuma was a big...
Kuma knocked them all out, bro.
Yeah. But the whole time skip was because of Kuma.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyways, the point is, so basically this energy is coming out. And they are all staring at the roof, even though Kaido is right in front of them telling them, I'm going to murder you all.
Yeah.
They're no longer afraid of Kaido. Because whatever the hell is there is worse than this.
Okay.
Dude, then there's a best scene. Kaido looks up because he can feel it, right? And Kaido's worried for the first time. You can see in his
Damn.
face he's worried. So Kaido's just like, what is this bullshit? And then, okay, so there's another part in the manga, which is just basically, it's the part where Orochi, he's put down and they put the sea handcuff thing.
Yeah, see.
So he can't, use his, what do you call that? Noryoku? What do you call it?
The devil fruit.
powers. He can't use his devil fruit powers. He's there and he's basically doing this bitch shit with Hiyori. And Hiyori's there. Hiyori's sitting and she's playing the thing and she has a mask on when she's playing it.
Alright.
Okay. The harp or guitar or whatever. And this dude is looking at Hiyori and he's like, trust me, I thought Oden was like a great warrior. I put him in the oil because I thought I honestly thought he could make it out of it. I want to make a statue of him if once you leave me, like once I become, the Orochi or whatever again. What do you call that? His name is
Shogun.
Orochi. Shogun. Once I become the Shogun again, don't worry, I'll make a statue of your father and everything and don't worry and all that stuff. Okay, obviously, she doesn't buy any of that shit.
Duh.
She takes off the mask and for the first time, she has veins and shit in her head. She's angry, bro, but she's crying, okay? Full on crying. You know
Okay.
how One Piece
Yeah.
crying is. So full on crying, but at the same time, she's angry as fuck. And she wants to fucking kill this guy. Then he starts burning and something happens there, okay? I didn't exactly understand that part, but there is one thing over there. I skipped that part because I obviously wanted to get back to the
Yeah.
Luffy shit. So that is one scene there. Then it goes back to the Luffy scene, bro. Luffy's... So basically, there's a hole on top, right? From where Kaido came down again and told everybody that this thing on the wall, on the ceiling.
Yeah.
Onigashima top. Everyone's trying to get into that hole so they can get out and fight Kaido. But then Kaido only came in after saying, I defeated Luffy.
Mm.
From that hole, now everyone's staring out of that hole because they can feel the haki, right? Out of nowhere, bro, a big ass hand comes out from the hole, grabs Kaido in his dragon form like a tiny snake, dude.
Oh, shit.
The hand is almost as big as Kaido's dragon form and drags him out again
Oh,
to the roof.
shit.
And Kaido's just like he can't even control it. He's just being yanked out.
Okay.
And then he gets yanked out and the hand doesn't look like it has that gooey stuff coming out or anything. It looks
Okay.
like a normal hand. And he just grabbed him, yanked him outside. And they still put him in silhouette. You can't see him exactly. But he grabs the behind of Kaido like a fucking snake, like the tail.
Yeah.
And then whacks him everywhere. dude.
Oh, dude, this is even Hulk on him.
Goes Hulk on him. He
Okay.
basically does what Loki did, but with much more smashes. Just
Okay.
smashes him everywhere. Bam, 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 bam. Left and right. Until Kaido has like the birds fucking, the star
Yeah.
shit on his head. And he can't imagine what the fuck just happened. But then Kaido changes again and he becomes that hybrid form.
Yeah.
And he's like serious. He's angry now. So he's like serious. And
the
he wants
hybrid means the dragon human form, right?
yeah, half human, half dragon.
Yeah.
No, every zone type has a half dragon, half human form. So, one thing is, okay, so that's one thing. I'm like saying the story in a way. I skipped out one important part that comes in the end. So, before that, when he was in dragon form again, when he got yanked out and he was like,
Yeah.
what the hell happened? He shot him with that laser thing he does with his mouth, dude.
Yeah, okay.
Remember the one when he first was introduced?
Yeah.
He blew up an entire mountain
And Luffy thought the whole crew
his
died,
crew
yeah.
died and all that, and then he got one-shotted. That same attack. He shoots that towards Luffy. Now, this is Luffy's awakened power.
Okay.
Okay? Anything he touches becomes rubber as well.
Oh, damn.
And
Okay.
crazy part is, it's not just regular rubber now. It's a resin rubber. That's why it's droopy. It's
Okay.
rubber, but at the same time, it's like very similar to Katakuri's this thing. It's all like malleable. Get it?
Okay.
Very malleable rubber. He can mesh it all up and turn it into some
Like petroleum, like the theory says.
slightly off the theory.
Okay.
Though. But it's like, here's the thing. All the theories that were thought, that different people thought different things, they all played into it somehow, but it's not exactly what you thought it was.
Okay.
Okay, because they reveal what his fruit is in the end. So he just grabs the ground and the ground comes to him like bedsheet, dude. Okay, he
Psych.
grabs it, he opens it up. That thing hits him. The Kaido's attack hits him. It bounces off of that and goes back to Kaido.
Oh, sweet.
He literally just I don't know how to explain it, but he grabs it. Like, imagine how he grabbed his skin and he would drag it, right? He just grabbed the ground and everything becomes malleable and he drags it up like this. And then it
Shit.
becomes like a wall-like sort of thing. And then it just bounces off of that and then bounces back to him.
Alright.
And that's how he's getting. Then once Kaido gets smashed like that, he gets angry and then he turns into the hybrid form. And then Kaido says, finally you're getting serious. So something like that he says. And Kaido says something on the lines of, there was a CP0 guy who ruined the previous fight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kaido smashed him, right?
Yeah, Kaido smashed him. That guy's dead. His name is Fred, by the way.
Alright.
And they were like, so yeah, that dude, whoever that CP0 guy is. So Kaido is like, I'm sorry that our fight got ruined by that CP0 guy. Let's do it properly this time. That's what Kaido says to something on those lines.
Okay.
And then Luffy's like laughing and he's just like, yeah, I understand. Don't worry. Let's just do this. And then he gets into a position and that's how the manga ends, bro.
Oh,
Now, the crazy part is this. So, that CP0 guy, they talk about him in the Gorosei. The episode starts with Gorosei, those 5 elders.
Okay.
They're sitting there and they are literally, their first sentence is, was killing Fred worth it to anger Kaido? Okay, basically one of them says that, the Mahatma Gandhi looking guy.
Yeah.
He says, was killing our top level CP0 agent worth it if it meant we risk trying to kill Luffy, but at the same time we risk pissing off Kaido? Because now Kaido's pissed off.
Yeah.
One of his best fights got ruined by the CP0 people, right?
Mm.
So he's pissed off with the world government, and he's always been pissed off with the world government. So that's what one of them says. And the other guy says, one of the other Gorosei guys says that he's like something on the lines, not exact words I don't know, but he's like something on the lines of keeping Luffy alive would be far worse than pissing off Kaido.
Damn.
That is something like that he says. And you should see the reaction video to the mangas, bro. People are making reaction video to the manga because finally One Piece is turning into one thing.
Yeah.
It's, bro, they all the way from Skypiea arc, they're bringing out things and they're talking about things. And yeah. So they talk about that. Then there's one guy with a big beard, tall guy. He kind of seems like the leader of the Gorosei, you could say. But there is no leader among them.
There is no leader.
Yeah, but you know the guy who always, the tall, lanky guy. He's the one who says like, for 800 years, the world government has been trying to get their hands on that fruit. But it keeps evading us. I guess zone types just have a life of their own.
Ah, damn.
That's when everyone's just like, what the fuck did he just say? And he's like, yeah, I guess zone types just have a life of their own. For a very long time, we have spread the rumor that it was the rubber fruit so that people could not find out what this actually was. It's actually the human fruit. Get this. Human fruit, God model, Nika.
Oh, sun god Nika.
The sun god Nika.
That was also a theory that people had.
Now, the sun god Nika thing was prophesized in Skypiea.
Yeah.
Robin also talked about it once. There was one character called Moose in Skypiea. Dude, no one would have remembered this shit. Even I didn't remember when I checked out again. But turns out there was this female called Moose, and she was going to be sacrificed to the sun god. And there's a scene where she tells her mother, like, don't cry, don't worry, I'm going to the sun god. It'll be great.
Are you talking about that little girl?
No, she's like a woman.
Okay.
So that's one thing. That was the first mention of sun god. Then another version was Sun God has a very similar pose. Okay, he has this pose where he's like dancing and he's laughing. He's kind of like the Loki of these people.
Like Sun Wukong, essentially.
Yes, but people were like, why is it not Sun? So a lot of people are not happy about this. Many people are on board. They're just like, dude, One Piece is the shit. A lot of other people are like, we wanted it to be Sun Wukong. Some people wanted it to be a completely different fruit. They were like, we didn't want this or whatever. But whatever the scene is, he says it's the human fruit, God model Nika. Basically, very similar to how Sengoku's shit is Buddha.
Yeah.
This guy's stuff is Nika, which is the sun god. And then he says it is the most ridiculous power in the One Piece world. And this is the Gorosei guy who says it. And he's like, it's the most ridiculous power in the Gorosei, in the One Piece world. And he says ridiculous. He doesn't say powerful or whatever like that. He just says ridiculous. And then there's one thing he said, dude. Yeah. Okay, I forgot. I'll maybe remember later. Then it shoots back to Luffy, bro. And Luffy, okay, he's acting weird now. He doesn't act like Luffy. He's happy like Luffy, but more happier than Luffy. Luffy's usually happy, but he can be angry whenever he wants.
Yeah.
He has a normal personality. This guy's just laughing 24/7, like a crazy Loki.
Okay.
Continuously, he's just laughing. He's laughing, and he's like, I've never felt this good my entire life. And he keeps jumping around and dancing the entire time, like a monkey. And Luffy's just like, I can't believe this. What is happening to me? But I feel amazing. This is the best I've ever felt in my life. And he keeps jumping around like a monkey. And he's just dancing and laughing the entire time. And apparently that's what the Drums of Liberation is. Zunisha knows this because this fruit was what Joy Boy had. And back when Joy Boy did his shit. And for 800 years, this fruit has just been evading from places to places. Huge thing is, what was Shanks doing with it? Obviously, Shanks knew what the fuck it was.
He knew.
Right? He knew. That's why he was freaked out when he found out Luffy ate it. But then he just kind of went with it because he was like, you know what? I'll entrust you with this.
Yeah.
And he was right. So that's one thing. Another crazy thing. Blackbeard. So Blackbeard has the dark fruit.
Yeah.
The darkness thing, right? It's a Logia fruit, but his body cannot turn into that stuff.
Okay.
It's a very different thing. People are speculating that his dark fruit is not just dark fruit. Just like Luffy's was Gum. There's some more shit to it. And basically, the dark fruit looks very similar to the Gum fruit. The fruits look very similar. Purple and with the spirals on it.
Okay.
The only difference is the dark fruit has points coming out of it. And there is one scene where you can see Blackbeard. He's young and he's staring. And there's someone else holding the darkness fruit.
Yeah. In Whitebeard's crew.
Whitebeard's crew.
And he kills the guy and takes the fruit.
He kills the guy and he takes the fruit. So at that point, there is the possibility that Blackbeard knew about this. The secret fruit that even Shanks knows about. And he wanted to eat it thinking it was the Nika fruit. But turned out it was the darkness fruit.
No. Because I remember in an older episode, it revealed that Blackbeard knew exactly what fruit it was.
Okay.
He was looking for that specific fruit. He's very calculative. When he found the fruit, he knew exactly what it was and he wanted the dark fruit because he wanted it so badly he risked pissing off Whitebeard just to get it.
Get it, yeah.
That's when Ace went after him. That's how the whole shit went down.
So, okay. So, another thing was people were saying like, it's possible that Blackbeard, sought out his fruit, which is the darkness fruit. But it must be equally as powerful as Luffy's Sun God fruit, bro. Because now he's the perfect antagonist. Darkness, Sun God.
True.
That's the thing. And there's a reason why they're leaving Blackbeard to the end, dude. He's the only person who'll hear this story about Luffy going Gear 5. And by the way, Luffy doesn't know it's awakening. Luffy doesn't know what Nika is. He doesn't know what Sun God is.
Yeah, Luffy is clueless half the time.
Yeah, so in the manga, he calls it Gear 5.
Oh,
he's like, finally, I'm Gear 5. He has no clue what's happening, so he calls it Gear 5. And that's his Gear 5 now. And bro, from the silhouette, it looks like kind of like Snake Man, okay? The only difference is there's no this thing. He looks like normal Luffy itself, but he has that smoke ring thing that he has on top when he's like Bounce Man and when he's Snake Man. He has that thing. He has that, but he's normal.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and his face and everything is fully black, so you can't see anything. But you can't tell what his look actually looks like.
Oh, dude, it's gonna be dope when they reveal it.
And the one thing I forgot was the Gorosei people. He mentions one thing. He says this fruit is the limits of this fruits are your imagination.
Oh shit! Okay.
That's the fuck all scene, bro. Now it's just like
damn.
What?
I think this was gonna happen though, because after this arc, I think Luffy's gonna end up meeting with Shanks. It's gonna be the giant people. I forgot what they're called.
Elbaf people.
It's going to be that arc where Shanks is on that island and he will finally teach Luffy about the fruit and about Conqueror's Haki. The final form of Conqueror. Because right now we use only Conqueror's Haki. We know the color changed.
Yeah.
So when you look at Luffy revealing the Haki for the first time in Fishman Island, the color was totally different.
Yeah.
Compared to when Luffy did it in Wano where it turned golden.
Yeah.
It's the same color as...
the God thing.
Not God thing. What's his name? The Marine. The Buddha guy.
The Buddha
gold
guy.
haki. So the same color. That was his conqueror's haki color. So maybe it's evolving something like Big Mom's thing where she doesn't get injured or something similar to Kaido. I think he's going to learn that with Shanks as well as what the fuck his fruit actually is. Because Shanks is the one who had it. Yeah. Everything is coming full circle. It's going to be him and Shanks.
But it's crazy that after 20-something years, finally it reached this point.
Yeah.
But yeah, so if there's anybody who can teach him properly how to use haki that along with that fruit, it's fucking Shanks.
It's Shanks.
No one else can help him now other than Shanks. But if Shanks and him are on board, then who are his enemies next? There's another thing. In Elbaf, they had mentioned something about called a second awakening, super awakening. So there's another awakening that fruits can do.
Oh.
So this guy is Gear 5 is not his last. Obviously, considering how much story is still left to be said, it's safe to say Luffy will have multiple gears.
No, I think Gear 6 is going to be the last. Because right now, Luffy has the Wano arc. Then he has the... He'll definitely have a Shanks
the Giants Elbaf arc.
The Shanks one.
Yeah.
Then there's going to be one more where he's going to storm Marijua to save his brother.
I think that's when Vegapunk will show up.
Possibly. We don't know yet.
We don't know.
Then they still have to introduce Vegapunk. He says to find the final island, and he has to... There will be a fight against all the Marines, where Luffy's going to face up against them. But this time, he's not a kid anymore. He's way stronger.
He's way stronger.
He can actually go
so
toe-to-toe
everyone
with
will,
them.
yeah, go toe-to-toe.
So that's that. Plus, they haven't shown Luffy's father fighting yet.
The Revolutionary Army.
Yeah, that hasn't happened yet. There's going to be a point where Luffy meets his dad. On top of that, then the final thing will be Blackbeard and Luffy.
Final thing, could be... Imu-sama is also there, don't forget him. And...
Imu-sama?
The leader of the world government.
Oh, yeah.
That dude.
Shit, I forgot about
So the crazy thing about him is he's the only one who had direct, shit that he mentioned. They showed his face. Next scene, they show fucking Joy Boy's hat.
Yeah.
He has Blackbeard, Shirahoshi, and Luffy's pictures with him. And he was looking at Vivi, the princess from Alabasta. So this dude is on some other shit. Okay. And this time, who's the light I need to remove? Remember that conversation he had with the Gorosei?
Yeah.
Light, sun god. There has been someone every whatever generations who had the it's called the Hita Hita no Mi. The human fruit. Somebody had the Hita Hita no Mi Nika fruit over the periods. It just eludes the world government every time, but someone ends up eating it. So there have been other versions of Joy Boy that tried to do what Joy Boy wanted to do for many years, but failed. Luffy's the guy that is going to fucking do it after 800 years.
Damn.
And the world government has been there for 800 years. Now, another crazy thing was people were thinking Gorosei have been there for 800 years. They did some shit and they've been alive for that long. But in this, they mention that every version of the Gorosei couldn't get the hands on the fruit.
Hands on the fruit.
So it's safe to say that the Gorosei keep changing.
Yeah, these guys are pretty old, so they won't be alive for that long.
Yeah, they've not been that long. And there have been many versions of Goroseis. And these guys are the current generation, basically. And another thing was... Okay, so people are generalizing this. They're saying that the Imu-sama... So, there are 4 gods in One Piece, by the way. The sun god, the earth god, the rain god, and the forest god.
Okay.
There are 4 gods. This guy got the sun god power. People are saying Imu-sama could be the earth god power.
Why earth?
Because of his properties of how he is with nature. They show him just playing with butterfly.
That could be the nature god, right?
He could be the forest or he could be this thing. Rain, I doubt it. Because it was...
No, not rain.
Not rain. Either forest or earth. One of them. People are saying earth for some reason. But basically he could have a similar fruit like this guy. Because if Luffy masters his shit after Shanks helps him, bro, he's gonna fucking kill most people, dude. He took down Kaido. So it's safe to say he can go...
But he will take down Kaido.
He will take down Kaido. In his current form, he will.
Yeah.
So once he's done taking down Kaido, and that's him untrained, after Shanks trains him, he can, I think, beat the admirals.
Maybe.
I'm confused about these admirals. 1 minute they act one way. Kizaru, I can't get a hold on that guy. I just can't tell if he is gonna go OP. None of them have seriously fought at this point unless for Sakazuki when he fought Whitebeard. But even then, no haki and all was not used back then.
Yeah.
I guess it was just not written at that point. But it's safe to say that I've not seen any of them seriously fight. The only time we've seen admirals, we heard about admirals fighting seriously, is when Sakazuki fought Aokiji.
Yeah, and the island turned to...
Literally the island turned into ice and the other island turned into fire. And that's the only one where you can see damage on both of them. One guy lost a leg.
And an arm.
And this guy just, one face is completely ripped off, you can see. So, that is the only time, that's two admirals who fought, and then it makes sense. I've never seen anyone else give admirals a problem. Also, when Big Mom and Kaido decided that they're going to have a joint venture, and Sakazuki was reading that and he was fucking pissed off, Akainu. At that time, Kizaru was like, do you want me to go to Wano? Just casually said it. In his, slow demeanor, he was just like, do you want me to go to Wano? And Akainu was like, no, I need you here. And then he's like, alright, cool. He doesn't give a fuck. So it's safe to say the admirals are not a joke. We have not seen Garp fight. Who is Garp gonna fight? Who's Garp's enemy? Sengoku, I don't think they'll ever show him again.
No, they might show him glimpses of him at least. But I have a feeling Garp will change size later on. I think that's just my theory. Because he lost one son, I don't think he wants to lose
What's
another.
What's going to happen is, I think the world government and Imu's involvement and the actual story will come out.
Yeah, and then Garp
and then the world government will be like, the people will be pissed. People will be like, screw world government and all that. But the world government will be like, fuck you, we're taking over.
Yeah.
They'll go crazy. At that moment, Garp will be like, this is not what I stood for. And then he'll
probably.
And Kobe.
Actually, I think the turning point for him will be when Luffy is about to die. And Garp will be like, fuck this.
Because
I'm not losing my grandson.
He lost
and
Ace, he doesn't want to lose love.
So he'll lose his shit. And then you see Garp, the Garp who went toe-to-toe with Roger.
Yeah.
Garp who took down the Rock Pirates. You'll see him.
Bro, but the Revolutionary Army, they will be in the Marijua arc.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, they were trying to go after the fucking Tenryubu, what do you call those people?
They were trying
Sentinels.
to save back,
they
went to Marijua to save Kuma.
They went to save Kuma, but then they saw what happened to Kuma, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they want to kill those fuckers with the bubbles on their head. Who are those guys?
The
Celestial Dragons. Yeah, so the whole thing is going to be about Celestial Dragons. And the world government is going to try their best to protect them. So who the fuck is the world government going to send? The admirals.
True.
So Marijua is basically pirates versus admirals. That's what it is.
But I'm not sure who's it going to be. When it's going to be. Because see, right now after Wano...
There are already two in Marijua. Admirals. Fujitora and Rokyogu.
Yeah. But like I said, right now I'm not sure. See, after the Wano arc, it might be... It either could be Luffy going to Elbaf meeting Shanks.
Yeah.
Or it could first be the Marijua arc. Because I don't think they'll keep Sabo alive for that long. And once Luffy leaves Wano, he's going to find out.
But there's no proof that they have Sabo. They said Sabo's dead.
No, Sabo's captured. Not dead.
No, they said dead. They said Sabo's dead.
Oh.
In the news and all, they said Sabo's dead. And then after that, we didn't hear shit from him.
Yeah, but see, right now, Wano's closed off. So after Luffy defeats Kaido and Wano's opened up, he'll get news that his brother's dead. And he's going to lose it. So I doubt he's going to meet Shanks. I think he's going to go and storm the Marijua. And that's where he might meet up with his dad and everyone else. Might. I'm not sure. But when he's fighting them, he's going to get the shit kicked out of him. At least this is my theory. He'll do pretty well. But he'll still get the shit kicked out of him. And he's going to die again. And then to save him, it might be this guy. Law. Who does the operation. Which sacrifices his life and gives Luffy, immortality essentially.
Ooh.
Because there have been...
speculations of Law.
Not just speculation, bro. They've been talking about this for a while. Ever since... what's his name? The guy with the threads.
Don Flamingo.
Ever since him, they have been talking about that operation that they want Law to conduct. So, he's going to conduct it at one point. But it's most likely going to be for Luffy. Because ever since Luffy got Gear 2nd, they have been preluding that the more Luffy uses the gears, the shorter his lifespan.
Yeah. They wouldn't even mention it if it didn't have some sort of significance.
So, the reason I'm mentioning it, and it's become more and more easier for Luffy to use the gears, if you notice. In Wano, he doesn't even blow into his arm anymore to get the size. He just stretches out and becomes that size.
He goes Gear 4 just from saying it.
Yeah. So that's the thing. He's getting stronger, but at the same time, he's shortening his life. And at one point, either it's after the fight with Kaido, where he's Gear 5 reverts back to normal and he dies again.
Yeah.
Or it's when he's fighting the Marines, where he'll get to a point where he's going to die and then Law sacrifices his life. and says, fuck it. Get immortality.
The way they put silhouettes around like Admiral Rokyugyu, I would say that he's going to be a problem.
True.
And
is it that guy with the green hair? The guy who's fasted?
They call him the Green Bull.
Yeah.
The guy who fasted for 3 years.
Yeah,
that guy. So so the whole thing is that Sabo was killed by them.
But they have never shown that guy's power, by the way.
They've never shown his power. They've never talked about him also. The only thing we know about him is that he doesn't eat for 3 years. He likes women. He's a flirt. So maybe he's a Sanji's enemy. And that's it. They call him the Green Bull. People are saying that he has some sort of plant powers. And he's basically photosynthesizing. So he doesn't need to eat.
Then he might have the forest...
An admiral?
Maybe. Who knows? We don't know how big of a role he has yet.
Yeah. But the way Akainu talked about Rokyugyu, it seems like Akainu respects him, but he's not scared of him.
Okay.
So when because what happens is, someone tells him, so Akainu doesn't want Fujitora on any of the marine bases until he destroys Luffy. After the Doflamingo incident.
Alright.
He said to Fujitora, you don't show your face in any marine camp anywhere until you get me Luffy and Law. Okay. But Fujitora knows Rokyugyu pretty well, so he just went there to hang out with his buddy. Rokyugyu doesn't care. They're literally sitting down having tea. They don't care. And Rokyugyu is just laughing. He doesn't care about it either. So when someone tells Akainu that he's already in Marijo and Fujitora is there, he's chilling over there, he gets pissed off. And he's like, how dare he go inside one of the marine facilities when I told him until he gets Luffy or Law, he can't step inside a facility. And then obviously the guy who's telling him he's scared because he doesn't want Akainu to fry him. So he's like, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Like, bro, I'm scared of you and I'm scared of Fujitora. Like, I can't do shit. I'm a vice captain. Don't fuck with me. Then he asks him, like, who else is there? That he shouts at that guy, the subordinate. And Akainu says, who else is there? And then he says, Admiral Rokyugyu. And then he's like, Rokyugyu? Okay, tell Admiral Rokyugyu that Fujitora needs to leave the base immediately and he should kick him out. And he should not just keep him there or whatever. And then the next scene is, basically it's like the subordinate tells him before they show Fujitora with Rokyugyu.
Alright.
Okay, he tells him this and then he tells the subordinate, get rid of Fujitora and tell Rokyugyu about him and what he did so that he should not show up. Because he's the fleet admiral now, right?
Yeah.
So, Akainu obviously has the lead. But next scene, they show Fujitora and Rokyugyu sitting together and they're just having tea together. And Fujitora is just talking shit. Rokyugyu is like, dude, I don't care, just enjoy. So he's a strong dude, no doubt about it. But no fucking clue what he does. Also, his face, they never showed.
Yeah.
It was just silhouettes.
That's it.
So, dude, there are other admirals we don't know about. In my head, I've always thought
admirals. I think that's
admirals.
the last, these are the last admirals.
5 admirals?
I think so. Because you can't, dude, how many more characters, bro? And we still don't know if Oda's going to introduce Luffy's mother. Or he'll just keep her like, an afterthought throughout the series.
Yeah.
We don't know yet. But if he's going to introduce Luffy's mother, it's going to be a whole other, like, dude, there hasn't even been a mention of her.
Yeah.
Like, not even a hint, something of his mother, nothing.
Dude,
so we don't know. So I doubt they're going to introduce too many new characters.
Every character has still a lot of story left, if you think about it. Except for Sanji, I feel pretty much everything is covered for his now. His family situation got sorted. Big Mom situation got sorted.
Yeah, but Sanji's dream is always all blue.
Yeah, that is the thing
happen at the end of the series.
That'll happen when the whole red line is destroyed and shit. So Sanji is all blue is there, but majority of other shit is handled. Zoro's still that Kuina thing. He's still there.
Yeah, dude, that Zoro's thing, that was kind of freaky because the day that girl died, and she was buried, Luffy's dad showed up on that island.
Oh.
That was a flashback that they showed. Luffy's dad showed up there when Zoro was a kid, when that girl died. Or supposedly died. At least my theory is maybe she isn't dead. Maybe she hid and lost her memories. Maybe, we don't know yet.
People are saying because Tashigi looks exactly like her. Yeah. Tashigi basically hit her head and has amnesia, but she's basically Kuina.
Is Tashigi the one in the...
One with Smoker all the time.
Yeah. She might be an informant, who knows?
Could be.
We don't know what her actual story is. Maybe she doesn't remember, maybe she's just acting.
Could be.
Or maybe she's actually dead, we don't know. But Zoro has heavy ties in Wano, which is going to be revealed.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's the thing, dude.
Bro, Zoro's...
And plus, this one, dude. Momo's mother.
Yeah.
She's a time traveler.
Toki, yeah.
Yeah, she's jumped through time. And in the end, she just stopped in Wano because she fell in love, and then she just decided to die there with her husband.
Yeah.
But there's still no clue as into where she came from, what was her purpose for jumping through it, what was she searching for all these years.
Yeah.
So, dude, there's quite a bit of story left, and we don't know what's actually happening.
Like, I want to know with each character what is left. Like, with Sanji, it's all blue. The biggest thing.
Yeah.
Zoro, it's him becoming the world's greatest swordsman.
That won't happen until he fights Mihawk.
Yeah. So his big fight with Mihawk until he wins. Then
I'm not sure who's going to be the main fight for Zoro. Is it going to be Mihawk or is it going to be the dude in Blackbeard's crew? You know, the sword guy in Blackbeard's crew? He has 2 devil fruits. Zoro has no devil fruits.
Huh.
I don't know his name.
Shiryu.
I never remembered his name.
Yeah.
But I don't know who's going to be the better swordsman. Either Mihawk or this guy. But it's going to be a rematch. Definitely Mihawk and Zoro is going to happen.
It's going to happen, yeah.
But Zoro is all about swords. Chopper, I forgot his dream. What was Chopper's dream? To be a doctor?
Chopper wanted to be a doctor that his doctor female could be proud of.
Okay.
That lady, you know. So
that is literally just accompanying Luffy till the end.
Yeah, Chopper's just gonna chill, and he's kind of, all the medics, you know, they just kind of have a chill life, like Crocus did with Roger's team. He just sits inside a whale and he's just fucking chilling now. So they all these medic people are just chilling. Chopper's, I don't know what Chopper doesn't have a dream per se. He just wanted friends, and he found them.
True.
Yeah, Robin's thing is big.
Robin's is the end because
she is the one who's gonna break the whole understand what One Piece is. She'll be the one who breaks down what happened 800 years ago. She'll be the one that reveals.
Dude, I'm waiting for that flashback.
Bro, that'll be insane.
Like, holy shit, I want that flashback. I'm dying for it at this point.
Even with this massive reveal, it still says nothing about what the D people are. The fucking what happened 800 years ago. What did Joy Boy do?
Dude, this one, what's her name? Robin will reveal all of that once they reach One Piece. Laugh Tale.
Once they get to
Laugh Tale. Yeah. Once they get to Laugh Tale and they find the One Piece, I think that's when she'll reveal everything. And that's when you're going to have that major flashback with Joy Boy and everyone. By then, we'll have a pretty decent clue as to who the fuck Joy Boy is because Luffy's devil fruit thing. And we'll have some clues, but it'll all be revealed on the final island.
And considering how One Piece loves fillers, the Joy Boy filler will just be massive.
No, dude, that's one filler I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, an entire arc. That's the one filler everyone wants.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, so that's that. Sanji's is all blue. Nami, I don't know what
she wants to map the entire world.
She'll have the final island and she'll navigate everything.
She'll map everything. Like, till now, wherever they've gone, she's mapped everything.
Then who's this guy? Usopp. Usopp will be
the greatest
sniper.
Yeah. A great warrior of the sea, essentially, but a sniper.
I feel like he still hasn't gotten a good arc, bro.
Usopp, no?
Yeah. They did the whole God Usopp thing in Dressrosa, but that was just comedy.
Yeah, like Usopp hasn't... Like, he's powerful at the same time, not really, exactly powerful.
Yeah. I like that they kept that dynamic.
I think Usopp will learn a lot in Elbaf. Because Usopp got along with those 2 giants, remember? That they met in the early arc when they first entered the... I forgot that, the Grand Line.
When
they first entered the Grand Line, Usopp got along really well with those 2 giants. So I have a feeling in Elbaf, it'll be a lot of... Like how Wano's about Zoro. Elbaf will be about... what's his name?
Usopp. So, going back to Usopp. What did you say?
Usopp is going to learn a lot in Elbaf. Just how Zoro learned a lot in Wano and he obtained, Enma, a strong sword. Usopp is going to learn a lot in Elbaf. Most likely, if Luffy is going to meet Shanks in Elbaf, Usopp will also be trained by his dad, who's also a gunman.
Yasopp.
Yeah.
We never thought of Yasopp.
Yasopp is also part of the crew, so he's most likely going to be trained by his dad.
Oh, dude, yeah. Usopp and Yasopp have to meet. And after that, Yasopp's going to teach him how to use observation haki to do sniper shit. The thing is, Usopp has not met anybody who could have helped him, genuinely, up until this point.
Yes.
Because Luffy met Rayleigh. Zoro met... what's his name?
No, Usopp met that beetle guy. Hercules, whatever it's called.
Yeah, but with that, Usopp's other things got better. The fucking thing that he has in his hand that he shoots stuff with.
Yeah, he actually learned that himself. from the different plants on the island. He learned this thing.
But then that guy took it to a different level because he showed him like these trees and stuff that actually grow up and grab things and stuff like that, the vines and all that stuff. So he took it to a different level. But bro, when I remember that scene in I think Dressrosa arc where he shoots that thing and it goes different trajectories and finally goes in front of that girl who can turn people into toys
and scares her
and scares the crap out of her. At that point was the first time they showed his observation haki, right?
Yeah, he obtained it that time.
Yeah, observation haki. Now ever since then you've seen him use observation haki once in a while, very rarely. But I thought that his observation haki would be like pinpoint, because dude, he's the sniper of the future pirate king.
Yeah, he's going to be one of the best.
Yeah, so why is he still a bitch? Like everyone else is
because no one's taught him. See, Luffy's had many teachers throughout the story. Okay, leaving apart Rayleigh and all these people, even in Wano he met that old guy.
That dude who showed him Rio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's met a lot of teachers. Luffy's learned over the years. Usopp never had that. He was stuck on an island where he learned different ammunition because Usopp doesn't use bullets.
Yeah, he uses the pellets shit. Yeah. Sling.
So he learned about these different weapons. He learned how to get strength, but no one taught him sniper skills. The guy on that island where Usopp was thrown on, he was a strong dude, but he was strong. That's it. He didn't have sniper skills. No one has taught Usopp anything. Even Zoro learnt from Mihawk.
Mihawk, yeah, that's what.
Sanji also learnt, but his thing was he was trying to
run away. Yeah. But that's equally as motivating for him. So,
yeah. But Usopp never learnt. No one ever taught Usopp.
Yeah. And because Sanji got an update because of the Germa shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got a huge upgrade.
He got a huge upgrade because of that.
Yeah.
But no one has taught Usopp anything. Everything Usopp knows is self-taught.
Yeah.
But I have a feeling, because like I said, they're going to go to Elbaf. He's going to meet his dad.
Yeah.
And he's going to learn. But they have foreshadowed how good Blackbeard Sniper is. In one episode, when they were going towards an island, Blackbeard Sniper was already there and he aimed at a bird. And at that time,
a bird falls on this thing, and everyone's like, "Where did this bird fall from?"
There's no island nearby. They can't even see the island.
See it.
And this dude shot from that far.
And then they show into like this city, and he's sitting on top, and he's just like, yeah.
So Usopp has to contend against someone like him. For that, someone has to teach him. The only person who can teach him is the one person who's better at shooting than Blackbeard and Kizaru, and that is Yasop.
Oh.
His dad. Because remember the scene in the war, the Marineford arc?
Yeah.
When Kizaru was about to shoot the laser thing, it was Usopp's dad on the mast with the gun. Yes.
No. That's Ben Beckman.
No,
that's the confusion even I had. It wasn't Yasop.
It wasn't Yasop?
Yasop didn't even show up for the Marineford shit. He was standing there. He didn't do anything. The guy who was on top is Ben Beckman. That's why Kizaru goes, "Ooh, Ben Beckman." And then he goes like this. And Ben Beckman's just holding a gun to his head like that. And he's like, "Kizaru, just stop."
Huh.
That's another dude and he's fucking strong. But he's not the sniper of the group. The guy who was sitting on top of the mast. He's not a sniper. He's just a guy with guns. He's just a badass dude.
Where did they show Yasop? They showed Yasop in one arc where he did a quick draw thing.
Yasop and one marine guy or somebody had a fight against him.
Ex-marine guy.
And he had some shit. And then finally the marine guy hates him, but the marine guy has a daughter. So Yasop basically doesn't kill him, but shoots him enough to immobilize him, sees the picture of his daughter on the necklace thing, and talks about how he has a son.
Yeah.
And just walks away from it.
Shit, all this time I thought the dude on the mast was his dad.
No, it wasn't Yasop. But it would be dope if it was Yasop.
But people would be like, it has to be.
Usopp's dad is so OP that, even Kizaru is scared of him. That would be insane.
Yeah, that's what I thought, bro, all this time. Shit.
It's another guy.
Oh, damn. I think I have to rewatch that episode. We
don't even know what Shanks' crew people are like.
Oh, yeah. They have never shown his crew actually fight.
Yeah, none of his crew.
Except that fat dude who shot that guy who fucked with Luffy in the beginning.
That's the only dude. And see, even that guy, he used a gun. Yeah. Dude, all these guys, they have their own thing. And it's all weird. But Yasop is still the sniper guy of the Shanks pirate, the red hair pirates.
Yeah.
So it's safe to say that Yasop will be freakishly badass.
But they haven't shown Yasop's power as such.
They will.
Like they have shown Rayleigh's power. They have shown all these different people's power. But they have not shown Yasop's power. Actually, that's the thing. We really don't know much about Shanks' crew.
We don't know shit about Shanks.
We know a little bit. We know that fat dude is there in his crew. Yeah. His crew is badass. It has to be.
Yeah.
We know Yasop is in the crew. But that's about it, dude. I know nothing else about Shanks' crew.
But
which they have to show.
It'll be perfect when Shanks actually shows up in the Elbaf situation.
True.
Because Shanks will immediately go and hug Luffy. Luffy will start crying when he sees Shanks. And then Shanks and Luffy will obviously talk about like, we need to get stronger. Okay? Zoro's not going to sit there and just stare at the crew and just be like, yeah, you guys go become stronger, I'll chill here.
He'll fight against one swordsman in the group, definitely.
He will look in the group who has swords and then he'll be like, you, me, now, let's go. Sanji, I don't know what Sanji will do.
Sanji's a cook. He'll go and fuck with the cook.
He'll be like, he'll go and fuck with the cook. Or he'll mess with the cook guy. Like he'll try to have a cook off or whatever.
Something like that.
Yeah, I don't think there are any girls in Shanks' crew.
No, but there might be, even for Robin. Robin and Nami, there's not much.
Not much. Nami won't get involved that much. Robin might talk to someone who knows a little bit about stuff.
True.
Because Shanks' crew people know shit. So
by the way, Robin also is the same.
Frankie.
She's never... Robin never... Like, who taught Robin?
What?
Combat.
Dude, she was surviving by herself for years, no? They were chasing her all the fucking time.
Yeah, true. But like you said, right? Everyone has a teacher. So even someone has to teach Usopp. But
Robin's never going to have a physical fighting teacher. But I think Robin's going to meet someone who was able to answer her questions. She gives
maybe an intellect of sorts.
Yeah, she's the intellectual person, right? She gives a lot more fucks about the whole 800 year, the void century and all that shit. She wants to know more about that. So she might find a mentor who's helping her in that sort of thing. Because she even came from an island. Like, she comes from a bunch of people who are into that shit, right? And they were all murdered. So, yeah, that's what. Now, let's not forget Frankie, bro. Frankie's going to have huge arc once Vegapunk shows up.
But we still don't know if Vegapunk is an ally or an enemy.
He's most probably an enemy who's slowly going to become an ally. He's neither here nor there, but he's working for the government.
He is, but again, in the arc where Frankie gets an upgrade, when everyone was thrown around by Kuma.
Yeah.
It was... Vegapunk went to the Marines because they promised to take care of his island. The people on the island.
Okay. So he might be a good guy kept under pressure.
He might be. That's the thing. We are not really sure, but they haven't even shown him yet.
That's what.
So
what's that like? The only person... Because there are some things in One Piece that just feels like awkward or weirdish. And one of those things is technology. Yeah. Because One Piece just kind of... It doesn't seem like a place of technology. Because they still use snail call for phones and shit like that. But I remember seeing one of the snails had a keypad on the side of it.
Yeah.
Then there was another snail, I remember. Its eyes are projector. So they're using it as a projector to see stuff and stuff like that. So I don't know how the Den Mushi shit works. But I have a feeling that when his arc shows up, what's his fucking name? Vegapunk. When Vegapunk shows up, it'll be some insane technological shit.
It's going to be all about Frankie at that point.
Yeah, it's going to be all about... Frankie and Vegapunk will become a thing. Like, Vegapunk will look at Frankie and be like,
only if
I might be able to teach this guy.
That's only if Vegapunk is a good guy.
That's only if he's a good guy. If
that's, he's a bad guy, that's the best part. Because a lot of things have been foreshadowed so far. Not Vegapunk. No one knows if he's an ally or an enemy. No one knows about Shanks' crew. There's a lot of things that are just
true,
like...
Actually.
Like no one's even brought it up so much in the whole story.
Also, like, whenever they talk about him, even the Marines, when they talk about him, they always talk like as if Vegapunk doesn't want to do those things, but he just did it because world government. It could be true.
It could be because someone as smart as him...
And someone as foreshadowed as him won't be just a one-sided character like Akainu.
Yeah.
Okay, obviously he's going to play a major part into the whole situation. I have a feeling that he's the guy that masterminded all the things that are used in Marijoa. So if you know Marijoa, under the ground there are slaves that run things, right?
Yeah.
And that's how things happen. So all that mechanisms and this, that and all that is made by him. All the PX5s, they were made by him.
Yeah.
So they'll eventually reveal as to why he did what he did for the world government. And
but that's the thing. Like, there's a high chance he's a good guy, but also it's not like the revolutionaries are going to forgive him for what they did, for what he did to Kuma.
He'll still have to pay for it.
Unless that's not actually Kuma.
Oh.
He might have switched bodies. Or he might have kept Kuma's memories alive somewhere else. And then...
I know Kuma's not gone for sure.
We don't know yet.
He's going to play a major part once the Marijoa arc starts. Because, dude, he has to.
And I have a feeling
because we still don't know shit about him.
No, we know quite a bit about Kuma.
We know a lot about him, but we don't know everything about him. Kuma's whole sacrifice, what he did, some shit with the celestial dragons in order to protect people, why he protected the Luffy's ship. So he was ordered to. Remember that?
Yeah, by Dragon.
By Dragon, yeah. So that whole thing, like there is a lot more to it, definitely. Because like Dragon doesn't just randomly ask somebody to do something like that.
True.
So there is a lot more story that will come along with
But Kuma sacrificed a lot.
Yeah, he will be one of those sad characters too.
Yeah, I think he's gonna die.
He's gonna die.
I think it's gonna be, even though he gets his memory back or something, to save everyone, he's gonna risk his life.
He'll have a vital part. Everything will be revealed, and then he'll die.
True.
Yeah. And not to mention, even Frankie openly said to everybody after time skip that we owe our lives to Kuma.
Yeah.
Like, do not forget this. Frankie never does that shit. He's always laughing around, jumping around. But he was just like, we owe our shit to Kuma, and don't forget that this guy saved our lives. So they will have to meet him again. Whenever they do that kind of shit, they're meeting certain people, dude. Shanks is definitely one of them. Fucking Kuma and all these people are definitely another people. All the Marijoa people. Bro, at one point, it's gonna come to a point where the Straw Hats are gonna destroy the Celestial Dragons.
Oh, yeah, true.
Because all the admirals are gone and shit.
That might be the last. See, that's where I'm kind of confused. Because I don't know what's going to be the last arc. Either the last arc is going to be Luffy versus Blackbeard, or the last arc is going to be Luffy versus the dude in Marijoa.
Emo.
It's going to be either that guy. Because there has to be. Because it would be a sin not to make this scene. And that is Luffy as a pirate king with his entire, like his
crew.
Whole freaking, not just his
the 5,000 people crew.
The 5,000 people crew, plus a shit ton more that have joined on, because that Bartholomew, he's gone and raided islands and said, we'll spare you, just support Luffy. he's given those badges to people and shit.
That guy, Bartholomew.
So he's building up Luffy's essentially army. So it's going to be a point where Luffy becomes the pirate king and he's going to stand against
everyone.
The Marijoa.
But
that has to be the final scene. But at the same time, Blackbeard is such a big character. I don't know which is the final scene. So like I said, it's either going to be Luffy as a pirate king versus Marijoa, or it's going to be Luffy and Blackbeard.
That's a good take actually. In my mind, it was more like this, where the Marijoa scene and all will happen, but the Marines and these world government are constantly trying to keep Luffy away from it, hide what the Gomu Gomu fruit is, and they try to hide something. What is that something they're hiding?
That he learned
One Piece could not be the answer of that question.
One Piece is the answer for the 800 years.
800 years. So at that point, Luffy and all them, they will find that shit, and then you'll realize what the hell they've been hiding from him, what actually happened, and then now what they need to do. And I feel at that point, when there's a treasure, One Piece is not just the treasure, right? One Piece will give them the knowledge for what is the actual fucking treasure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So One Piece is whatever that One Piece is. It's something that leads to something. Whatever that leads to, no, I have a feeling at that point Blackbeard will find out what that is as well, and he will pursue that thing as well. So the final thing that they're supposed to have is Luffy, and then Blackbeard will fight at that point. By then the whole Marines will be out, the story will be revealed, the world will know what's going on. And Whitebeard in Marineford, when he died, he said that you won't be able to stop the upcoming war that will engulf the entire world. So there's gonna be another war, bro.
Yeah, but like I said, see, right now after Wano, it's gonna be Luffy's gonna find out his brother's dead.
Sabo situation.
Yeah. So he's gonna go fuck with the world government and he's gonna fail.
Yeah.
He might save his brother or he might not. It could be a repeat of what happened to Ace.
Yeah.
Okay, but either way, whether he saves his brother or not, he's not gonna exactly win. He's gonna run away. After he accomplishes what he came there for, he's gonna leave. And then comes Shanks' arc and all that stuff. But after Shanks' arc, to bring another Marine arc right after that, it's too quick.
Yeah.
Look at the arcs, dude. It's always spaced out. Even the repetitive arcs, they don't show it immediately one after the other.
Yeah.
So that's why I feel like after the Shanks arc is going to be Blackbeard, they might fight on the island. Because there's a theory on what One Piece is. The reason it's called One Piece is because the world is divided into 4 seas and you're making into one piece.
One Piece. Okay.
That's just a theory. But that's just a way out there theory.
Yeah.
And we also don't know, because there was a scene where they say Roger went to Laughtail. And they call it Laughtail because when they land on the island, they
started laughing, yeah.
Because they realized they were too early.
Plus they knew what it was. The tale also is something. Yeah. It's a story. So it's a story. They went there and they found out some sort of story, and it was hilarious as fuck. And they both laughed, and it was just, that's why he wanted to name the island Laughtail.
But that's the whole problem, right? Because now we don't know what the fuck that actually is. I don't think it's an item. I think it's knowledge
It's
what you
some
get
shit.
there. And maybe Roger kept a shit ton of gold over there just
Could
for
be.
kicks.
And but at this point, I don't think any of these pirates have problem with money.
Yeah, no, they're not really
So
concerned.
treasure doesn't make sense unless it's on that level kind of
Yeah.
shit.
So I have a feeling it's knowledge. That's what you'll gain
Yeah.
there. And that's when they realize what the fuck the world government is actually doing. But Luffy being Luffy doesn't give a shit. He just wants to be Pirate King.
He wants to be.
And
Pirate King,
I think on that island they'll have the fight with Blackbeard.
yeah.
Because even Blackbeard will come to
That
know.
makes
It
sense.
could be that, or maybe Blackbeard could run away and
Nah,
we'd
I have
meet
a
after
feeling
the final
Blackbeard's
arc.
going to play a huge role until the end. And he's going to be the dude that also almost found out just as... Remember, Blackbeard also has a D in his name.
Yeah.
So he's not some chindi fighter. Up until now, Luffy has not fought another D and won, or hasn't fought another D.
He hasn't?
Law is the only other guy. Law has D in his name.
Yeah.
Garp has D in his name. Who else? None of the people he's fought has D in their name.
I don't know.
The D also plays a huge factor.
That we find out when they get to Laugh Tale.
That's true. But whatever the D thing is, it's gonna benefit. Like it's gonna whatever. Like it will reveal something that will make every person who has the name D go like, whoa, what the fuck? Like that's where I come from, or that's what my heritage is, or something.
Yeah, it could be like it's just a legacy passed down. Maybe.
It could be something so big that even Blackbeard will be like, oh, okay, crazy.
Maybe. But like I said, so I don't know. It could be a big arc, dude. But like I said, the whole thing is we still haven't had the Vegapunk arc. We haven't had Shanks arc. And I have a feeling Blackbeard is going to be done first and then the Luffy's fight. Because the story has to end with Luffy obtaining One Piece and then fucking the world government.
Also, there's another thing. Blackbeard will try his best to get Luffy's fruit.
Yeah, he'll try to kill Luffy to
Yeah.
steal his fruit.
The whole reason Blackbeard shows up to Marineford is because fucking he believed that
wanted
he had a
the-
chance to take down the world's strongest guy, and then once
No, he wanted his fruit. That was the reason he came.
he's the world's strongest guy because of that fruit. So the minute he realized that this might be a good opportunity, he fucking went for it. He got his
True.
shit. He might go after Luffy's fruit.
Oh, he will go after
He will.
Luffy's
After
fruit.
Luffy's shit gets revealed to the entire world and
Definitely
everyone
he's going
finds out,
after it.
he's coming after Luffy.
But I
Dude,
still think
if-
the Marijwa guy, Emu, is way bigger than Blackbeard.
Yes. Like, it's hard to kind of point what role Emu plays, dude.
Dude, because if you consider Emu, dude, I remember that part where they first entered, they showed us Marijwa.
Yeah.
And they showed that empty throne with bunch of swords. And they said these are all the kingdoms that, joined the world government.
Yeah.
The throne is empty to symbolize that no one person controls it. It's a gathering of countries that control the world. And then the next scene is this dude walks up and sits on the chair, meaning he's the big boss that no one knows exists. So I'm pretty sure he's going to have a major role to play. He has to have a major role to play.
And when they go
And he has to be bigger than Blackbeard.
Could be. Yeah,
Has
he
to.
doesn't look like some weak bitch.
Because it makes no sense. At least, this is all speculation at this point. But at least to me, it makes no sense having because once you get to Laugh Tale, Luffy knows what the D stands for and all the names. And if Blackbeard is there, he's going to find out as well. But then it makes no sense for Luffy to let Blackbeard go or fight Blackbeard after the Marines. He'll most likely finish it off and become the king.
But Blackbeard is not like Katakuri or Doflamingo, because Blackbeard is a very snivy bitch, right?
True.
He might do that thing where if he realizes he's slowly losing, he'll bounce.
Yeah.
That's also there. So he might. I have a feeling Luffy and him will have a major fight, but Blackbeard will not be successful. So he'll go away, and then again he'll come back later on after the whole Marijo situation is sorted. But when the Marijo situation is until the Marijo situation is handled, he won't leave that island where he's chilling at right now. I feel like the emo situation will happen before Blackbeard. Blackbeard is another dude who's just getting stronger. Just like Luffy. He's just getting pathetically strong now. He's already fucking strong, dude. Like, even with his current fruits, like, he is almost undefeatable. Shanks might have a good chance, but Shanks is not bothered. He does give a fuck a lot about Blackbeard. Like, he's trying to keep his eye on him. But I have a feeling Shanks is going to train Luffy to be strong enough to beat him eventually.
Oh, yeah. No. He's definitely going to train Luffy. He wants Luffy to be the Pirate King.
That's true. This could be another thing. After this arc, he'll find out Sabo's dead, so he'll run to Marijua to go fuck with them. And he's like, I have this newfound power. But while he goes there and he realizes it's not that easy, and maybe Luffy's gonna get fucked, Shanks will come and save him.
Maybe then he'll take him to
he
Elbaf.
wakes up in Elbaf.
Not wakes up, but he'll take him to Elbaf.
He'll take him to Elbaf.
Like,
And then
you
from
gotta get
there-
stronger.
Yeah. There they
Like,
train
he'll train
and
him.
everything, and then the whole Marijua situation changes.
Just a thought. Plot twist. What if Shanks is the bad guy?
Could be. I've thought about
Dude,
that.
that would flip my whole fucking world upside down. I'm not even joking.
That'd be insane.
I'd be like, are you fucking serious?
But it wouldn't make sense.
It wouldn't, but that's what just makes it so shocking.
Shanks respected Gold Rogers so much. When Gold Rogers said that we've been too early to this place, we need to leave it to the next person who comes here and leave that destiny to that person. So from there, and the point where Shanks meets Luffy when he's young and sees to have the fucking Nika fruit with him, it's safe to say that Shanks has been following the life of Gold Roger, and he's trying, and he just put a bet on Luffy, and it turns out he was the guy. So now Shanks is gonna be like, alright, this isn't no joke no more. This motherfucker is good. I'm gonna help him at any and every point I can to make this happen. Because let's be honest, Shanks also wants the world government gone, dude.
No, by the way, that's the other thing.
He wants Gold Roger's will to happen, and Gold Roger's will was the whole world to know about it, right?
But we still don't know what the fuck is Shanks' relation to the world government. Dude, Shanks is the only pirate to walk into Marijua and have a meeting with the 5 Gorosei.
True.
No other pirates done that. And what do you say? Other than those.
But Shanks is not just a violent pirate. He's a smart guy.
Yeah, but why would the Gorosei, bro? The Gorosei didn't even meet up with the Emperors of the Sea. Not the Emperor, sorry. What is Boa Hancock? What's her title?
Shibukai.
In the world government, she's one of those pirates. I forgot what they're called.
The 7 Shibukai. I forgot what they call in English. Warriors. Something warriors.
Something. But even
Warlords
those guys,
of the Sea.
Warlords of the Sea. Even the warlords don't meet with the 5 Gorosei.
Okay, yeah.
So, for Shanks to just walk straight into
Shanks is a
Marijua.
Yonko, bro.
Yeah, dude, but even Kaido doesn't meet with the fucking Gorosei, bro.
Kaido doesn't want to. But if Kaido
Even
wanted to meet
Whitebeard didn't.
Gorosei, bro, the Gorosei would meet Kaido.
Dude, even Whitebeard didn't. Whitebeard kept his distance from the
True.
Gorosei.
But think about,
even
like,
Gold Rogers kept his distance. The only person he was in contact with was Garp.
Here's the thing. Gold Roger and Garp and Sengoku, they came from a generation where they didn't give a flying fuck about Gorosei. Their shit was on a different level. Understand that Kaido, Lin, and this Whitebeard, they also come from that same generation. They live in a world where they are on top. They don't care about anybody else. Shanks is different, bro. He's a strategist. There's a reason why he came much later, even though those people were OP back then itself. Shanks was still a kid in Gold Roger's crew, and now he equates the people who are as strong as Gold Roger back in the day. Shanks is different, and people have seen how strong Shanks can get. So that's why even the Gorosei is like, alright, he doesn't want to fight us or anything. He's just walking in here, he's having a conversation with us. It's Shanks. He has a lot of pull.
But still, dude.
The Gorosei are also smart. They're not just going around doing whatever the fuck they want. Why did they sneakily send CP0? They could have, the Gorosei themselves could have shown up, right? There is one picture of them shown in one of the manga pictures where basically each of the Gorosei people have a Ryu aura out of them.
Okay.
They're all freakishly strong. Now the Gorosei themselves could have, if they really wanted it to go that way, they could have showed up just at the moment when Kaido did shit and murdered Luffy themselves. Because they know they'll be weak. And even if Kaido rampaged, they can escape. But they sent one CP0 member. And then they said, was it worth it having him killed to make this happen? Basically, they were ready to gamble. The Gorosei are smart, bro. They're not just doing whatever the fuck they want. So when they know that they have a chance to talk to a Yonko, as long as they can keep a... Like, they know that, okay, we don't have to fight all the Yonkos to make them listen to us. The least we could do is this one Yonko is ready to talk to us. Let's talk. Maybe through talking, we both can build some sort of bond.
But they don't
also
want the bond.
Shanks. They want Shanks to stay on
They don't want the bond. Dude, if they wanted the bond, look at the main guy. He's aiming for the basically all people who will play a big role, or people their previous reincarnations who played a big role 800 years ago.
He's trying to wipe all of them out.
Yeah, he's trying to wipe these people out. That's what the main guy is trying to do.
Yeah.
Now we don't know why the Gorosei are active, and plus we haven't seen them fight, which we have to see.
We have to see.
That might be the final arc, but yeah, we still have to see. One is that fight, but secondly, they don't want the pirates.
Oh.
There's something going on. We don't know the whole story yet, but they don't want the pirates. They want to get rid of them, but they couldn't. Whitebeard wasn't someone you could just fuck with.
Yeah, he was
strong.
So they gave them positions and powers in a entire sea. Like, you take the space.
Yeah, you like sort of maintain, because this was essentially a lawless land where the Marines don't have a foothold in yet.
Yeah. So they just like enjoy.
After the Grand Line, you get to the Grand Line, then you get that first wall where you go, Fishman Island, and then you leave. And that other half, the Marines didn't have a proper base there. They have a few bases here and there, but they don't have control like they have control of the rest of the sea. It is the one stretch of land they don't have control over, and that's why the Yonkos went there. Yeah. Because Whitebeard could have gone for One Piece. He could have gone. He had the strength to do it also, even if he wanted to. But he didn't. For some reason, he had a great respect for Roger, and so he had no interest in becoming the next pirate king, but he wanted to be the wall that people had to pass to become the pirate king. He didn't want some chindi fucker coming and just becoming the pirate king. Yeah. He was that wall. Now he's dead, but yeah. So the only reason the Marines haven't gone there is because they can't go there. It's not that simple. And even you can't send an army through the...
Not to mention the poneglyphs. It's handled by each Yonko.
Yeah.
So that's not something easily the Marines can get their hands on. Plus, each Yonkos also know that the Marines should not get their hands on that shit.
Yes, exactly. So that's the thing. So even...
Luffy just was like a fucking brush that just brushed through everybody. And now both Big Mom and Kaido are just like, dude, who is this guy that just came out of nowhere? And he has our poneglyphs already. He has Big Mom's poneglyph. Yeah. That's why Big Mom showed up in Wano. She just wants to kill this fucker.
Yeah,
she just can't. She's just pissed. That's it. And Kaido's just obviously trying to save up his entire thing. But this is where the game will change. I feel like Gorosei was still like very confident, like, dude, Kaido, Big Mom, then after that the Marines, after that us. It's Luffy's not gonna make it. He's not gonna make it. But once they find out Luffy destroyed Kaido and now he has the Sun God fruit, that's gonna change the game.
No, I think they always knew he had the Sun God fruit, right?
They had their doubts, I feel, but now it's confirmed.
Okay.
But I still can see how they have a good relationship with Shanks. Shanks is not the kind of guy who just goes to fights with everyone.
Shanks is the one who took the fruit.
True, but there's no confirmation that the Gorosei knew Shanks took it. Let's be honest. If Shanks wanted to take this shit away from the Gorosei, he's not Luffy. He wouldn't run and grab it and be like, haha, screw you guys. And he runs out.
True.
Shanks is freakishly smart. He most probably just took it, kept it with him and never told anybody. And he must have found out how to find the fruit so that they can keep it away from their hands. Shanks is the only one who could have known about it because he was on Roger's crew. So the people on Roger's crew know about it. Understand? Rayleigh told to them in Sabaody itself that they already know what happened in the...
No, but Shanks wasn't with them.
Shanks wasn't with them at that point. Shanks left because Buggy got a fever, right? I'm saying when Rayleigh was telling Luffy's crew that we know what happened. Yeah. Do you want me to tell you the entire story? And then Robin was just like, nah, it's okay, chill.
No, Luffy said, no, I'll find it myself.
That was for One Piece. But she asked him, do you know about the 100-year void? Can you tell me about that?
Okay.
And then he's like, yeah, we know. And then she freaks out. And then is like, but are you sure you wanted me to tell you this? And then she says no. Then Usopp is like, I'll give my shot. Runs up and says, dude, do you have the One Piece? Do you know where it is? And then he's like, yeah. Then Luffy just loses his shit and is like, nah, bro, fuck that shit. But yeah. So it's safe to say that Shanks, bro, he's deep into it. But I have a feeling Shanks was waiting. Shanks has been betting on Luffy since when, bro?
Yeah, since day one, actually.
Since day one. Even when Shanks' bounty became 1.5 billion, you saw how Shanks was just...
When Luffy's
bounty became 1.5 billion, sorry. Shanks was just looking at it and is like, you're so close, you're coming. Like, he's waiting for Luffy. Because Luffy's fruit, right, the one that you took from him, obviously Shanks has some crazy knowledge that Shanks only knows about. He's perfectly nurturing Luffy to fall into a certain group that he's planned. And eventually things will go the way he intended for how Roger intended for things to go. He's almost like a catalyst who's making sure the plan goes according to plan so that the Joy Boy situation happens.
True.
Yeah.
But
the ones who get screwed are obviously the government and the Gorosei. But if my thing is...
But that's the other thing. We haven't seen the Gorosei fight.
We will see them fight.
But we don't know when. Either the Marijwa is when we see the Gorosei mainly.
Yeah.
Or it could be...
when they go after Emo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but like I said, see, Luffy has to go... He has to storm Marijwa to get his brother.
Yes, that's when the admirals will show up.
Yeah, but he has to still get his brother, dude. His brother's imprisoned in Marijwa. You're going to meet the 5...
He's not going to make it.
Or it might be Sabo gets transported to one of the marine headquarters. It could be the same place, just to make it poetic. It could be the same place where Ace died. They might take Sabo there to kill him. And then Luffy's going to storm there once again, just like before. But this time he's OP motherfucker. And he's going to
destroy everything.
But if Sabo dies there as well, Luffy's gone.
He's done. He'll murder everyone.
He'll break.
Yeah.
But
I highly doubt they'll kill Sabo.
Don't know yet. But like I said, I think that there's a good possibility that it won't happen in Marijwa. They won't imprison Sabo in Marijwa. They might take him somewhere else to be executed.
Because Marijwa is the house of the Celestial Dragons. Yeah. They won't do that. Or maybe it's a new place.
Maybe a new place. Maybe a whole new island itself.
Yeah.
But we don't know yet.
One other thing was...
That might be the fight with the admiral. Because otherwise, if it was in Marijwa and Luffy storms Marijwa, the Gorosei are there. And they are no pushover either.
Along with the Marines and the Gorosei, he's not going to win.
Yeah. So Luffy's not there yet.
Another thing was like... in my head, I was like, Sabo's not going to die, but Luffy's father might.
That also might happen.
Yeah. Because he's the revolutionary leader. He's old already.
And Sabo's second command.
So Sabo will take over and he'll be... Sabo will be this guy's dragons next. Luffy will be Roger's next. Kobe will be Garp's next.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like a next generation sort of thing. So there's a very good chance Dragon will die. There's a very good chance Garp might die.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Bro, if Garp dies, Luffy's gonna cry, dude.
True.
Yeah. Think about all the characters who could die.
No, I don't think they're gonna kill Garp so soon.
Do you think they'll kill the admirals?
Yeah.
Akainu will die.
The ice guy, right?
Yeah. No, the fire guy.
Oh, he'll definitely die.
Aokiji will survive because he's already out. He left.
Yeah, he's part of the Celestial Dragons now. No, sorry, not Celestial Dragons. He's part of the Revolutionary.
Yeah?
There's
I heard he's a nomad.
No, there's a theory he's part of the Revolutionary Army. At the same time, there's a theory he's working for Blackbeard's crew. But the theory is he's working for Blackbeard's crew for the sake of the Revolutionary Army. He's trying to find something.
Okay.
Or maybe try to get some information. Something.
I highly doubt the Blackbeard crew will be like, yeah, sure, Aokiji, come over. Admiral?
Like I said, we don't know. We don't know the actual story. There's just speculation at this point. Even in the
but you see
manga
him just
itself,
roaming around everywhere.
Yeah, but even the manga itself, they mentioned it once that Akainu might be the Revolutionary Army or he might be working for Blackbeard's crew, but it doesn't seem likely.
It would be dope if he joined the Revolutionary Army.
That would be dope. But yeah, it's the fire dude, the volcano guy. What's his name? Sengoku?
Akainu.
Oh, Akainu.
Sengoku is the
Buddha guy.
Old guy, yeah.
No, Akainu, he's going to get the shit kicked out of him.
Yeah.
It's going to be a big, because he's already the head.
He might get killed.
Might be. He might be the first person Luffy kills.
Yeah.
Because Luffy has never killed his opponent till now. Zoro's killed opponents. Luffy has never killed his opponents. He's spared every single opponent he's ever met.
I think it's safe to say that whenever he does that big King Kong gun shit and blasts it and you see these small fries jumping in the air.
Forget small fries. Forget the small fries. They don't count.
I'm pretty sure they're dead, dude.
They don't count. I'm talking about the main people like with Luffy
Zoro
focusing a fight. Zoro kills. He's got a lot of people.
Kills. The clutch.
Robin, the clutch. That's
thing.
snapping their necks.
All the others have killed in some way or the other, dude.
Yeah, Nami, dude, lightning bolts. You're not going to survive.
Survive those. Frankie has killed people with the beam shit.
Oh, definitely.
The fucking ship also, the coup de burst must have killed a bunch of people.
Yeah.
So it's safe to say that everyone has killed, except for maybe Chopper.
Sanji also, I doubt he's killed. I've never seen him kill.
Yeah, he just knocks out everyone.
But Luffy hasn't.
Killing is something I don't think anyone gives a shit. Luffy has definitely killed some people.
He hasn't. Like, I'm not talking about small fry. Forget small fry. They're small fry for a reason. They don't matter. But
yeah, in anime it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, but Luffy hasn't killed his main opponents.
Major character. All opponents he's fought are still alive.
Yeah, every single one. Those who have died through someone else. Even that smoker guy, what's his name? Not the admiral, the scientist who made the devil fruit for Kaido.
Got it. Caesar.
He never killed Caesar.
Yeah, Caesar still.
Like he didn't kill Don Flamingo either. Don Flamingo is in prison. He's never killed any of his opponents.
The people he's fought show up later.
Yeah.
Bellamy shows up later.
Even Crocodile showed up.
Crocodile joined them, you could say. Crocodile kind of saved his life afterwards in Marineford.
For a while, then he tried to turn on him.
For a second.
Yeah.
When did he turn on him?
He met Crocodile in prison when he went to get Ace, but Ace already was transported.
Yeah. Crocodile helped them break the roof and get out. Yeah.
But the only reason Crocodile helped is because he also wanted to escape, and he knew Luffy had the best chance of escaping.
But then Crocodile, remember when Luffy was almost dead and Jinbei was running with him?
Yeah.
And Jinbei and both Luffy are both out now because they have a hole in their body. And Akainu's running towards them to kill them. Crocodile's the one who stops them. This is the end of the war.
No.
Yes. He goes to hit them and then this thing happens. Crocodile shows up. But then he overpowers Crocodile. That's when Kobe comes in and starts running and crying and saying, please don't kill people anymore and blah, blah, blah. And then when he goes to kill Kobe, that's when Shanks shows up.
I think that's more like the pirate not wanting another pirate to die for...
Yeah.
What's his name?
He not only defends them, defends against Akainu for a second. He helps them, give them to Buggy. And then Buggy lifts them and takes them to Law's ship.
Yeah, but even look at Buggy. He didn't have much of a choice in that matter.
Yeah.
He was told, do it, and he has to do it because he's a bitch.
True. But I don't think... Crocodile has reached a point where he understood this is much bigger than the whole Alabasta situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's smarter than that. So Crocodile's now is like, dude, this guy's onto some shit. He's taking over people like this guy.
But Crocodile's a lot like Buggy. They'll help you for a while, but then they'll stab you in the back.
But you can't trust him for too long.
Like, even after Crocodile helped, he went and tried to kill Blackbeard. Not Blackbeard, Whitebeard.
Yeah.
In the beginning, but he failed. Whitebeard didn't even... That's how dope Whitebeard was. But he came to kill... Whitebeard's crew went and stopped Crocodile. Yeah. Whitebeard didn't even turn his head. He just looked straight on like, fuck this guy.
Dude, Whitebeard didn't give a shit about anyone in that fight. So many people tried to give him shit.
Yeah.
Mihawk, bro. That was the insane one. You saw the Mihawk was just sitting there the entire time. He was watching. He didn't do shit. He just got down. He was like, let me try. And took one big ass... He didn't even name his slashes. So far, we haven't even heard Mihawk name one of his slashes. Yeah. You hear Zoro telling entire paragraphs. This guy didn't give a shit.
But it sounds dope.
It sounds dope, dude. I'm not even joking. Get baked as fuck and then just watch Zoro clips.
I've seen it. I've done that. Dude, Zoro... Dude, just him saying his line and then cutting something. I'm like, dude, this is...
And in Japanese, it's beautiful.
It sounds awesome.
There's one which was just like... These subtle things. I noticed this yesterday. I was like, how did I never notice this in One Piece before? But I watched so many clips and I noticed this yesterday. Is that for once in a while, you know how Zoro had this whole thing where he told the crew to shut up when they went to go after Usopp because they wanted him back, and he was like, nah, fuck that. He bounced on us. He should show respect. And this idiot's our captain. He should show respect. That's Zoro kind of pushing it towards the team, right? And then Luffy is just like, okay, that kind of makes sense. But you can see in subtle ways, Luffy tests Zoro from time to time. Like in that scene where he's on that sea train. They're going in the night, okay? And then there are other containers coming from front. There are Marines who are inside the containers. And then they're all like, there are people in front. What do we do? And then these are the people who are in Frankie's crew. They're all like, okay, we'll shoot them. We'll do something. We'll get ready. And then Luffy's just like, Zoro, why don't you go cut that? It's like, he just says, Zoro, cut that. And then Zoro's just like, and then he walks out. That's it. Everyone's just like, what happened?
That's not Luffy testing Zoro. That is Luffy trusting his crew.
Trusting his crew?
Dude, Zoro is the first guy to join Luffy's crew.
True.
The first. Luffy has a lot of... he has faith in Zoro.
Dude, Luffy has full faith in all his crew.
Yeah.
Even has faith in his friends who are not crew members.
But he knows how strong
Luffy doesn't
his crew
just
is.
sit back and just chill. See, Luffy never does this to Nami, Usopp and all that. Because to them, They're the ones he's always trying to protect. He's always trying to care. He's like, you guys don't need to do anything. Just chill in my crew. That's all I need you for.
But that's because he knows his
with
crew.
Zoro, it's different, bro.
That's because
even
he
Luffy
knows
wants
his
Zoro
crew.
to be strong.
Obviously, he's right-hand man, but he knows Zoro. So he knows Zoro strong. He knows the type of person Zoro is. He's a fighter,
No,
just
I'm
like
not saying
Luffy.
he doubted him, but it's still something when a captain who can clearly solve that situation in a second himself. And
No, back then Luffy couldn't.
He what?
How could he destroy a train in a second back then?
You're telling me
He
if
only
he
had-
didn't do a big ass punch, he couldn't destroy those
No,
things?
dude, Luffy back then on the train, he didn't even learn gear second. He learned gear second after the journey when he went to save Robin. That's when he used gear second for the first time ever.
Still,
He didn't have the strength to smash a train within a second.
Gatling would have destroyed it.
No.
If he stood in front of the train and just did Gatling, he could have destroyed
You're confusing
cracks.
the current Luffy with the old Luffy.
No, I'm not.
Dude,
because
old
I'm
Luffy
not, I'm not,
wasn't
I'm not,
that
I'm not,
strong.
I'm not. I'll tell you why. Because let's think about the enemies he has defeated before that.
Okay.
Okay. Before Enies Lobby, who are all the people he destroyed? He destroyed it. Who the fuck is this guy? Crocodile. Alabasta was before Enies Lobby.
Yeah, but he used
You
water.
saw the way it was the blood, right? He was
Yeah.
bleeding so much that he used the blood infused into it to punch sand. But he used Gatling on him. Remember how much he smashed Crocodile? You're telling me the thing that made Crocodile's face go like this can't destroy a fucking tram? A
Dude,
wooden
he
tram with
used
people in
he
it?
used Crocodile's element against him. Okay.
Okay.
He used liquid against sand. It worked.
But Crocodile is strong. Even if you have the element advantage, you need to have strength to a certain level to hurt
Yeah,
him.
but look at the destruction Luffy used to cause back then compared to now. Back then, the destruction to a person is different compared to the destruction to property.
But dude,
Luffy wasn't smashing through. At least I don't think. It's been a while since I've seen it, so I'm not sure. But I'm pretty sure he wasn't smashing through metal and through maybe through stone once in a while.
when he
But it
fought
wasn't
Arlong,
as strong.
When he fought Arlong, he destroyed the entire house. And he was literally hitting Arlong. He was not even hitting the house.
That was wood.
This is wood only, no?
No, it's a metal train,
No, you see in this
and
thing,
it's
wood.
on a rail. If he had to use
The
that
rail
axe,
is metal, yeah.
if he had to use the axe on the train, think about it. If he had to use axe on the train, it would have cut through the train, through the railing, and then even this ship at the back is just going to go whoop
I'm not
in the
saying
water.
he should have used what he did in Arlong. I'm saying his punches and his kicks are strong enough to cause that effect. Bro, you're saying even first Luffy is strong enough to destroy those the train carton thingies easily, bro. He can easily knock that shit out. In Gatling, he could have ripped that shit apart. Bro, there's no way Luffy would ever look at something and be like, oh, I can't do this, so I'll call my second mate. That's not happening. There's no way Zoro also looked at that situation and was like, oh, I guess my captain cannot do this, so I'll do it. Zoro has always talked about how his captain better be stronger than him, otherwise he's leaving the crew.
Yeah, but I still... Dude, Luffy is not the person to test someone.
Nah.
He's
The
not that
only
type of
thing that I
person.
would agree with that at that point is that it was raining, and because water is a problem for Luffy when he has his devil fruit, he might have maybe been like, maybe I should do this because there's water around. But
even then, he did the other thing when the wave happened.
Yeah, even
He was
then,
outside.
you could just see it from the way Luffy asked Zoro to do it. That it's the emotion that matters. That matters, bro. Oda does everything, and it was just the way he did it, and the way Zoro looked at Luffy when he asked him that. Because Zoro was just chilling in the background, and it's not like Zoro can't listen to these guys panicking about the trains that are coming in front. Zoro didn't care the entire time because he's like, Luffy will handle it. But when Luffy said, Zoro, cut them, Zoro was like, alright, I guess it's me then. There is a subtle element of like, my captain is testing me, I better give my fucking best. And dude, the way he cut that train,
That was
that
tough, the way he
scene-
cut it.
the best part I loved about it is every time in anime, whenever some scene happens, suddenly the background music starts and it's all like thunk, 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 thunk. Like Naruto, every time they play the same shit. But only for Zoro's situation.
Wait, don't diss Naruto. Fuck
I'm
off.
not dissing Naruto at all. It matches Naruto. But One Piece is different.
Yeah.
In One Piece, even with the other characters in One Piece, when they do some OP shit, they play that. They play that all the time. They never do that shit with Zoro until he's done slicing.
Zoro's scene is always after that slice.
Zoro's scene is always silence. Everything goes like haki. It goes dark. It goes this thing.
And then he
You
says his
hear-
move.
He says his words in silence. You hear like a flute shit in the background. And then that scene itself, you see him and he stands like that with both the blades in his hand and he goes Rashomon. and you can just see the compartments flying across with the people inside of them.
And
with
then
their
the
mouths
music
open.
kicks in.
And then the music kicks after that. Bro, Zoro's.
Nah, dude, Zoro's. I remember one of his moves. It's called Shi Son Son.
Shi Son Son. Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, dude, the way he said it, I'm like, damn, I don't know what it means, but I'm hooked.
Dude. And he genuinely doesn't care about anything other than cutting and being a swordsman. There's nothing else he cares about. He cares about his crew, obviously.
True.
But other than that, nothing.
Nah, man. Oh, by the way, you were telling me before you shifted to Zoro, Mihawk was testing Whitebeard.
Oh yeah, Mihawk does this one big ass normal slash.
Okay.
And it goes towards Whitebeard. And then Jozu stops it.
The diamond guy.
The diamond guy. He's the one who stops a Mihawk blast. And everyone's like, who the hell, other than the big guys, can stop a Mihawk's slash? And
True.
Diamond Jozu does. And then after that, Mihawk sees that and he's like, huh, okay. And then goes back and sits down. That's all he does.
True.
And then till the end, he doesn't do shit until Shanks shows up.
Mihawk does shit. He
sliced Luffy.
He tried to slice Luffy. And Luffy just bounced and he got up and just kept running. He didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
And Mihawk saw this and I'm like, okay, fuck it, I'm leaving.
Mihawk is not serious enough about
it. Yeah. He didn't care about this shit.
He didn't care about this shit. He just showed up because he was fun.
Yeah. He's the only pirate without a crew, by the way.
Yeah. Is he a pirate?
I think so. He's still considered a pirate. He was part of a warlords, right? He was still considered a pirate.
But Mihawk doesn't have a high bounty even though he's almost Shanks level.
They've never seen Mihawk's bounty. They've never shown his bounty. But he's considered one of the greatest men.
Otherwise he would be Yonko level, no?
Don't know. Maybe he's dope for everyone else, but not Yonko level.
Also another
by the way, have you seen Whitebeard's entrance in Marineford?
Yeah. He comes with the bubble shit.
No. Forget all that. That was also dope, but that was the scene.
Yeah.
The scene is when Whitebeard stands on the top. I remember watching that scene, okay? I was watching it, I think, on the laptop. And I was just fully engrossed in it because now Whitebeard showed up. I'm like, oh shit, what's gonna happen?
Yeah.
He gets on top of the ship, the hull. And then his face glow with the devil fruit thing, and he just hits the sky, and the sky cracks. I'm like, oh, dude, I lost it when I saw that.
Yeah,
I lost, dude. The way they showed that scene, it gave me goosebumps, man.
Yeah,
because
at that point that was one of the first strongest attacks we saw.
Yeah, not just attacks, dude. It's just the way they showed that scene that he's so strong, he smashed reality.
Yeah.
Okay. At least that's the way it seemed. Then you learn, okay, the devil fruit, but that's still strong.
It's still strong, yeah.
But just that one smash, it changed.
Also his
everything.
style, the way he does it. His arm goes like this, and then he does
and
that.
And he's this big dude.
Big dude. So you can just see the cracks. There's also this big ass marine who comes after him, and he just does the devil fruit. Uses devil fruit only on his face.
Yeah.
Smashes him in 1 second. Vice Admiral is gone in a second.
Oh man, that was. Even when he caused the tidal wave at the side.
Yeah.
Those massive waves. He literally grabbed the sky and just dragged it. And it caused that. And then was the ice guy. What's his name? Akainu?
Aokiji.
It was Aokiji. He just freezes everything. Which was also OPS. Fuck, dude.
Dude, the admirals are not a joke. If you see some of the flashbacks, the part where Garp and I think Sengoku went to teach Shiki a lesson. And you can see, even at that point, he was a vice admiral, Aokiji, and he's one of Garp's students.
Okay.
So you can see him, and he goes up to Garp and is like, Garp Sencho, you're famous right now. And he's young. You can see Aokiji's young. And he goes up to a young Garp and he's like, not young, meaning his Garp is maybe 50 or something like that. And he's telling him, he's like, sir, you've become famous now. How is it going to go? And something like that. And then Garp just is like, don't worry about it, chill. No, basically, anyways, I guess we can just kind of end it now because it's been almost 90 minutes we've been recording.
Plus the initial...
including that 90 minutes. I don't even know if it's recorded.
Are you serious?
I don't even know. I think we're just going to end it here. Hopefully this is a fun enough...
That was the first one. This is not the one that's currently recording. You have to scroll down.
This one, yeah. But like...
Not the third one either. That one.
Yeah, but there's nothing.
5th and 6th.
Look at that. So it might change once I click this because it's been recording. I just don't know if it's placed it.
Okay.
Okay, I have to cut that out anyways.
Yeah.
But I guess this is until next time. Oh man, we could have talked... dude, One Piece
I
can talk for like 4 or 5 hours.
There's way too much.
There's way too much to talk about, but we'll do it some other time. Peace.
Yeah.
Peace. See you.